All right. So we talk about the how to change that the radix to two, the binary, change the data, a left shift and a right shift. Everything seems, yeah, pretty easy, huh? All right. Let me ask you one question. What is this? Okay, what is this? This seems pretty weird, huh? Pretty weird. That it seems like gibberish to human. I want to talk about this. I want you to like broaden your understanding because we talk about like float, double, and all that, but this UInt8 also is a data type, and it's a like fundamental data type. And since you already know the radius of 2, that's the binary, I think it's easy for me for me to explain this to you. Okay? And since we're already here, already at the computer science 101, I want to get the bottom of it. Okay? I want to actually give you the calculation and solve a lot of weird number that you see every day while you are, drawing or picking some colors, pick some hex code, and just doing anything that connects to the computer. This number appear a lot. I want you to go through these courses and understand how basically computer works. Okay, let me show you. So I want to give you a white board, right? Screen. Let me just give you here. Okay, and I don't know why this is my Japanese courses. Okay, so let me write it down. We talk about double, right? Data type double, but we don't actually know the actual ranges, how many of data they can contain, right? What's the minimum value? What's the maximum value? What's the storage size? We know nothing about it. We just use this the test to store some information, calculation answer. Okay. This is pretty big, to be honest. A double and float is already pretty big. We want just to minimize it a little bit. Let's just go down to the bare minimum storage container. Okay. So we just use the int. Right, we know the int means integer, but you can make this even smaller, like int8. Okay, we talk about int8 and unsigned, adding a u before. That's unsigned int8, and then of course you can say int 16, 17, 16, yeah, and of course unsigned and 32 and 64. Int and unsigned. Okay? It might seem gibberish. Don't worry. We will go through the calculation. Okay? So, basically, we are going to calculate what's the minimum value and what's the maximum value if you're using a certain data type. Using the just like a switch, we can actually do the calculation. And after that, you know how big the size this kind of data type can contain, and what's the minimum maximum value, and why sometimes we use a certain number as a value. Okay? Okay, let's just, get down to a little bit mathematics. Okay? Let me just show you the math. So, let me get my brush out. So, each integer type has a fixed number of bits. Okay, we call that like a binary digit, so bits. Okay, bits. And the number of possible value, because it's like a binary, I believe I already show you, is 2 raised to the power of n. Okay, the n is the number of bits. Okay? And if you know this concept, for unsigned integer, normally we call u unsigned and then int, all bits go to the number itself because it's unsigned. You don't need to worry about whether it's positive or negative. Okay? So whatever data that's stored will go to the number itself to represent the specific number. Okay? But if it's signed integer, just the int, that one bit was left out specifically for the sign. Okay? For the sign. Sign means like a positive or negative. Okay? We leave that out for a specific sign. And uses two complements to represent negative numbers. Okay? So basically, it's like you have to reverse that, subtract that, like use that in reverse, okay, as a negative number. So first you need to flip that using a reverse and using 1 as a sign. It may be a little bit vague, but yeah, once you got all this concept under the belt, let's do the mathematics, all right?